Hello everyone, I'm Fozzie or Cam, and I'm here with my co-host Will. How you doing today, Will?
Doing good, Cam. And
Good
by
to
the
hear.
way, I want to let everybody know, Cam, as your friend, I would like to promote. I know that you have a new show with a couple, show slash podcast with a couple friends of yours called uh, Twisted Bones, and I would recommend everybody to check that out. I was watching a bit of that, very insightful for somebody like me who isn't as equipped in the horror side of movies, if you and shows, if you will. So, Cam, I just want to encourage everybody to check that out. And
Well,
how are
thank
you
you very
doing?
much. I'm doing very well. Welcome to the Everything Podcast, everyone. So today we're gonna be starting off with our music segment. In our music segment, we'll be doing another tier list. So let's get that started. And I know you're a huge fan of the tier list, Will. I mean, how can you
Oh,
not?
I am a very big fan, Cam. I've had a lot of fun. If you don't know, go back and watch. We've ranked Bruce Springsteen albums, Avett Brothers albums, Marvel movies, and Star Wars movies, including, I would say, some of our best arguments in the Star Wars
Yeah, I would say that.
movie segment. Tease The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. But I've had a ton of fun with it, Cam.
Yeah, as have I. Alright, so let me just share my screen with you. Right, we can close out that. Boom. And let me share it with you, Will.
Excellent.
Go. And boom. Can you see?
Yes, I can.
Alright, wonderful. Okay, so today we'll be doing music genres, as you can clearly see here. Um, so, this is kind of random, but I will say it does serve a purpose because we filmed the last episode of the podcast, and it didn't upload for some reason. I'm not quite sure
No.
why, but it didn't. So we decided to um, kind of redo what we were gonna do last week, and we talked about different genres,
Yeah.
and yeah. So
What are you thinking for the this first one on the list here, Cam? Rap music.
yes, rap music. Oh my, that is quite an explicit last column right there. Oh my.
Now listen, like I mean, I'm not gonna totally trash on it, but like, do we have to use a swear word in there, folks? Like,
There we
wow,
go. We fixed it.
S-H-I-T. Wow,
This is a
I'm
family-friendly
impressed that they would go
podcast.
that far. Wow,
This is a
wow.
family-friendly podcast. All right, I fixed it. I fixed it.
So yeah, so going from top to bottom, Holy God tier, Trust of Bops. It looks like, yeah, pretty good. Okay, excuse me, I can understand it, but A, and Dog Crap Trash at the very bottom.
I changed that one to great. What the heck? What is it? Who made this? All right, let's expose who made this.
I have no idea because
Actually, I don't think we should
when
promote
we
this guy.
no, I don't think so either. Because when we did our rankings for the Star Wars films, I thought that was good. Like Grandmaster, for instance, and
Yeah.
like Padawan and stuff. Like those were good terms. But these, yeah, pretty well. They're fine, but these are by far like the worst titles I've seen yet on any of these tier lists that we've done, Cam.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. All right. So first we got rap. So rap is I have mixed thoughts about rap.
Yeah.
So hip hop is also on this list, and hip hop I think is much better than rap.
Yeah.
Because rap is usually senseless mumbling and
Yeah.
jumbling and swearing and stuff like that.
That is for sure.
But then again, speaking, it can has like a good beat to it. You know, sometimes like you can feel kind of good while listening to it. Other times you can feel depressed and sad. It all depends. So I could say I would either put this at okay or I can understand it. What would you put it at?
Yeah, I'd put it at okay. I mean, yeah, I think you said it best. I mean, I feel like maybe this would just like I think this may be a genre where opinions would like vary throughout different groups of people, like depending if like on if they want to listen to like swearing music like that. But yeah, no, I think you were spot on with what you said.
Thank you. Alright, so next we have reggae. And what do you call Bob Marley and the Wailers reggae?
Yeah, I would say so, probably.
So, reggae, I don't listen to tons of it. It's not exactly my genre.
Yeah, I don't
But
either.
it has some good, like, vibes to it. It makes you feel good, especially the Wailers, you know. They're a great band. I actually saw them in concert one time. But
Oh, did you?
after
Lovely.
I didn't see Bob Marley because he sadly passed
Oh
away.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I was able to see the Wailers, and that was pretty cool. But so yeah, reggae. I'm a fan of reggae. I'd put it at great or yeah, pretty good. Why do you put two pretties in there?
I don't know. I
That's
don't know.
weird.
Yeah, I'll leave this one up to you, Cam. I think either would be fair. I'll leave this one up to you.
I'll put it at I'll put it at great.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like it. Folk
We
music.
saw Bruce Springsteen obviously do folk music with the Secret Sessions band
Yes.
during
So
that whole experience.
there are different ways folk music can be done. Folk music can be done in the way that it's like rockin' and still kind
Yeah.
of cool, you know, like Bruce Springsteen does.
Yeah.
Or it can be like a lullaby. There are like many different types of folk music.
Right.
So I'd put it at yeah, okay, because most of the times you just get like a lullaby version of it,
Sure.
and not a
Sure.
lot of people do it like Bruce did, like with
Right.
this little
Right.
light of
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah. Oh, like the live in Dublin
Oh,
version of this
beautiful.
little light of mine. Oh, and Cindy Mansell is outstanding.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree with you. I didn't know her name, but yeah, wasn't she the girl further on up the road. She did most of the vocals for that.
Yeah, that sounds right to me. And then
Yeah,
I know
she
that
was
one,
amazing.
and then I know that like once Clarence passed away, her and Curtis King and
Oh.
Michelle Moore, they stepped in and did some like backup vocals during the Wrecking Ball and High Hopes tours before he went back to kind of original hardcore East Street on the River Tour 2.0.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually at that River Tour 2016.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but I remember because we actually downloaded that show that you went to. I'm sorry that you couldn't see him actually perform the River album because he had moved past it by that point in the tour.
Yeah, but it was I need to see him again because I fell asleep because I saw it when I was like 8.
Yeah, of
And it
course.
was like in first grade, and I was staying up to like 11. Um, so yeah, we've done that. We've talked enough about Bruce, and now let's move on to classical. I'll let you talk about it first, Will.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't necessarily, maybe listen to this as much as some other, genres can, but I'm sure there are, people out there who enjoy it. How do you feel about it?
So classical, I don't know if anyone listens to it anymore, but it
Yeah.
obviously set the stage for music. I mean, there would be no music if there wasn't classical, so you gotta put it
No.
at yeah, pretty good. I don't think anyone listens to it anymore,
Yeah. Yeah, but
and I know I
I
don't
think
listen to it.
no, I don't either. Yeah, but I think pretty good is a
I
good spot
basically
for that.
created music, so I don't think you can.
Yeah. What do you think? What do we have here? K-pop. What are you
So
thinking?
K-pop is like a band like BTS, which
Okay.
is one of the most
Oh
is the
yeah.
most popular band in the world. Um, it's K-pop is so popular,
Yeah.
and it's just pop, but K, Korean.
Yeah.
Um, uh, sometimes it's like in Korean, like the language, but BTS sometimes has some English songs, you know, and they're pretty good. But I don't think I'd be the I'm the most qualified to review this, but I'll put it at, yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I would
Because it's some
say
catchy songs.
yeah. I'll let you do the next one, Cam, because I think you're the better qualified one of the two to do this one. How do you feel
Alright.
about this one?
So we have EDM, electronic dance music.
Oh, yeah.
So my thoughts on EDM, electronic dance music, are
Very well done.
it depends the situation you're in. If you're like at a party, and you want a cool beat, then 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 I would most certainly say it's perfect. But
Sure.
just to like lay down and listen to some EDM, that's not what you're gonna do. But so I put it. I can understand it, but do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. And how do you feel about wrong?
I don't know what wrong is.
I do not either. So why don't we put it at I can understand it, but A? Or do you want to go below that?
I'm not gonna rate it. I don't want to disrespect anyone who
Yeah.
doesn't know.
Country music, well, especially with Blake Shelton, I can tell you that I can sit down and really enjoy listening to country
So
music.
my thoughts on country music are I have mixed feelings for it. Like
I can understand
I
it.
find a lot of the songs sound exactly the same.
Yeah.
But there are a few country songs I like Dirt Road by Jason Aldean, God's Country by Blake Shelton.
Oh,
That's a really great song.
I
A lot of
totally
songs
agree.
by Sam Hunt, like House Party or one like that. I like some like that, but so I'd put it at yeah, pretty good or okay. But I think you know more about this than me.
Yeah, well, out of those two, I would do it at yeah, pretty good.
All right, I respect that.
Uh, disco, another one, probably, better for the parties, Cam. But
Okay.
what do you think about this?
So disco can be done in a bunch of different ways.
Yeah.
Like people can have a disco beat and make like a fun song with it. Like a lot of 80s songs had like a cool disco sounding beat to it. So I'm a fan of disco because 80s music is fantastic, and there are a lot of people who emulate 80s music nowadays. So I'm gonna have to put disco at yeah, pretty good.
Sounds good. And then let's see, what do we have for our next
Lo-fi,
one?
lo-fi.
Lo-fi.
So lo-fi, it's basically just a bunch of mellow beats,
Okay.
and I'm not a fan at all.
Yeah, I don't think that would be my
People
genre
say-
as well if it's slow stuff.
People say it's good to study to,
Okay.
but that's ridiculous. If you want to study, don't listen to music. So, the dog crap trash. I'm putting it at.
Our first dog crap trash of the day here. Punk, what do you think about that?
Alright, so we got punk here. And there are a lot of awesome punk bands, like Green Day, punk rock is awesome. So I think I'll put it at great. And I think it has a bad name. I don't think it should be called punk. That's kind of a...
Yeah. All right, so yeah, next we've got blues music. I know there were like people back in the day, like for instance, Louis Armstrong, who was blues. So maybe I would say another one that kind of maybe shaped music in a way, Cam.
It actually was one of the genres that created rock.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's right.
I'll put blues at. I'll put at great.
Nice.
You know what I'm gonna do? Since rock is one of my favorite genres.
Oh yeah. Me too.
I think
I would say the genre I listen to most, I would say one would be rock, two, maybe pop, and three country. I would say those are the three that I listen to the most. How you feeling for hip hop?
Hip hop. Basically the better version of rap. It's
they are similar, yeah, but
it's fast-paced songs.
Right.
With meaning and spirit, like Eminem, hip hop, Jay-Z, hip hop.
Yeah.
Oh, immaculate. I love them both. And as much as I don't really listen to it anymore, like Tyler the Creator, a legend. So many great players, like they're all awesome. And hip hop is a great genre, and I'll put it.
At great or
I
which
think I'm
one?
gonna put it at great.
Nice.
And I know a lot of people
Soul.
like rap more than it for some reason, which
Yeah,
I don't understand because these lyrics
yeah,
actually have meaning.
yeah. Okay, when it comes to soul music, the latest album I listened to when it came to soul was John Legend's latest album, which was R&B and soul. His album Bigger Love, a
Oh
fantastic
yes,
album,
so I
by the
guess we can do
way.
soul and R&B at the same time.
Yeah,
All right, so we have R&B here and soul here. So let's do soul first. Where do you put that?
I would put that maybe at pretty good or great. How about you?
All right. Um, I'd agree with you. I don't know much about it. R&B, would you put the same or higher?
Yeah, I would put the same. Now,
All right.
I don't want to act like I'm an expert on it. I just enjoyed listening to it with Mr. John Legend's
Yeah.
latest album. So, therefore, I have good things to say. Metal, your thoughts?
Metal, it's kind of a worse version of rock. Um, it all depends who it is. Like Ozzy Osbourne, if you want to get hyped up, if you have a big sports game or
Crazy
something,
Train.
yeah. If you have a big sports game or something, then listen to some metal. I'm gonna put that great. Would you
Nice,
agree?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Indie
Indie,
and
indie,
then,
indie, indie. Yes, holy god tier.
yeah.
Okay,
Rock,
so can I
rock.
can I tell you guys what indie is? Not a lot of
Yeah,
people know what it is. So indie is like it's a mix between rock, pop, and it's beautiful. It's rock and pop in one genre. It's
nice.
beautiful. It's immaculate. Avett Brothers could be considered indie slash alternative.
Yeah,
Like it's awesome.
cool.
The Bleachers are an indie band who I talked about on previous episodes.
Yeah, I know people missed last week because we didn't put it up, but I was talking about folks how I listened to some of the Bleachers songs that Cam recommended, and Cam continued to talk about how much he thinks this band is just an outstanding band, which they are. They're a very good band.
And yes, now we have rock, and I think we don't all agree.
Lovely rock. No, yeah, I don't think we even need to really discuss it. I mean, Bruce Springsteen, U2, the list goes on and on.
Yeah, Rolling Stones. I mean,
Uh,
Beatles.
Beatles.
Yeah. All right. I have no idea what the heck this genre is, so we'll skip
So
that.
why don't we skip it?
Yeah.
Jazz. That is one that I hear my mom listening to on the radio
Really?
a lot. Yeah.
So
Not that I ever really
jazz.
listened to it. I'm not saying it's a bad genre. It's just not, for instance, my favorite because it's a bit too slow for me.
Okay, so jazz. I'm a huge fan of jazz.
Yeah, that's good.
I like
I can see
Frank
why.
Sinatra is a
Oh, of
legend.
course.
Bing
My
Crosby
way.
also. Yeah, awesome song. Bing Crosby, legend. Andy
Yeah.
Williams, Nat King Cole. I listened to their Christmas albums and I kind of
Ah,
started listening to their actual things and it's really good. Especially Nat King Cole. I'm a huge fan of him.
nice.
So I think I'm
So
gonna put
yeah,
jazz at pretty good. I think it's
yeah,
great.
sounds good.
Pop
Pop. Now the thing with pop, obviously, is that like pop songs can
are
be played
fake.
on, yeah, can be played on the radio so many times that you get so exhausted and so drained out with them. But
And
it's
they're also fake because, all right, there are some pop artists who I guess actually sing, but then there are people like Dua Lipa, who I despise. She is a waste of oxygen. Why does she make music? Alright, I don't want to be that mean or anything, but
yeah,
I need people to know that she doesn't have any real talent when it comes to singing. She might be a good dancer, she might be a pretty face, but she
yeah.
has no talent when it comes to
Yeah,
singing.
I don't know how you feel about her, but the voice just added Ariana Grande as a
Are you
voice
kidding me?
on
Are you
there.
kidding me? Are you kidding me? You want to talk about having no talent? Talk about Ariana Grande.
All right. So you're
Actually, no, that
not a
was kind of
fan.
mean. She has some talent.
Yeah,
She has more talent than
the
Dua Lipa.
the two pop coaches on The Voice are her and Kelly Clarkson right now.
Yeah. All right. I like Taylor Swift. So yeah, pretty good or great. Where'd you put it?
I put it maybe how about yeah, pretty good.
All right. Gospel. I can't say I listen to a lot of it. What about you?
No, I don't either. Something tells me this may have been one of the ones that kind of shaped music in a way as well, but no, I don't really listen to it.
Yeah, and I guess this last one's video game music, which I love, and a
Yeah,
lot of my own YouTube.
sure.
I put it in a lot of all my own YouTube videos, as
Uh,
background music.
yeah, I heard that you have a couple new ones, right, Cam? Which I'll have to check out
Yes,
on your channel, Fozzie.
yes, check that out. Subscribe for
Yes,
that.
yes, 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 yes.
All right, so
Subscribe,
I'll put at
subscribe,
great
subscribe.
because
Excuse me.
I'll put at great, and boom, that is our music tier list.
Awesome.
Boom. How do you guys feel about how do you feel about that one, Will?
Yeah, I think we did pretty good on it. Cam, glad to know your very passionate feelings about some artists in the pop industry. You mentioned how you do not feel strongly about Ariana Grande or Dua Lipa. Anybody else that you're not a big fan of?
Um,
Just out of curiosity.
let's see here. Well, yes.
Oh
um, Doja Cat.
yeah, I've heard of
Doja
that. Yeah,
Cat.
I've
One,
heard.
your name atrocious. What the
Yeah,
heck is it? Doja Cat. Doesn't make
yeah. I don't
sense.
know. I don't know.
You make fake music. You don't sing. You use autotune. You're pathetic. And no, 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 no. Sorry, I went a little too far there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
you
not
certainly do feel very passionate about some of these.
and you don't really have any musical talent.
All right, all right, all right.
Next, I'm not done. There were so many more. Nope. Nope. Not musically talented pop artists out there
Good
that I can
job.
just um, express my feelings on.
Well, we've got time. Go
All right.
ahead. I'm gonna put my feet up and go ahead, Kim. Really,
All
I
right.
want to hear.
All right. There are good artists like Adele, a masterpiece, and then
Her new song, "Easy on Me," out
oh,
now.
such a good song.
That is a very good
And
song.
then we have Justin Bieber. All right, Biebs. What the heck is that excuse for music? You should be crying yourself to sleep every night. Because you made a lot of people very upset when you committed all those crimes back in the day, pal. Which is true. He did commit quite a few crimes. Some
And
of
that's
them
not
ridiculous.
funny, so I'm not gonna laugh because that's not funny.
Yes, it's not funny. And people like his music, but he's a bad guy. And,
Well,
like, why don't people realize that? I mean, do you understand? I mean,
yes, I understand. You're explaining it great, Cam.
like, I feel he's just one, he doesn't have a lot of talent. He makes all these crappy excuses in his music, in his videos and stuff, and interviews, like, oh, I was famous at a young age, which I'm sure had something to do with it. But that doesn't mean you have to do bad things to other people. I mean, I'm sure you could have gone to therapy or something like that. You know?
Yeah. So actually, I'm gonna make a list here, Cam. So you have Dua Lipa, Ariana Grande, Justin
Well,
Bieber.
barely Ariana Grande, barely.
Right.
Because she has some talent. She has more talent than all the other people I've talked about.
And then Doja
Doja
Cat.
Cat, yes.
Yeah. All right. Who else?
All right. So next we have, oh boy,
Oh no.
Ed Sheeran.
Who is the Voice's mega mentor right now?
Is it Ed Sheeran?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, he is on The Voice right now as what they call their mega mentor for their knockout rounds.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I don't think he has talent. He can play the guitar, which is so awesome. He can actually play an instrument. And I'm not saying that like if you don't know how to play an instrument, you can't make
Right.
music. You know, you can get like a cool beat that you even if you don't know music, you can still make a cool beat, or you could buy one from someone. And but then again, he probably doesn't write his own music.
Yeah.
He doesn't make the beats or anything like that.
Right.
He strums the guitar every so often, and his vocals are not that impressive. And I feel I don't he obviously uses a insane amounts of auto tune, and it just kind of ruins music when you listen to him. So not he knows how to play an instrument, which I can give any amount of respect to anyone who knows how to play an instrument, which is impressive. But he's also a, just doesn't have a lot of other talent when it comes to music. So I think he's fake and plastic. Nope, no, no, no. I need to restrain myself. I think
Not very
he's a
talented.
mockery of good singers. He's like a good singer, like Bruce Springsteen. He's a mockery of that. He's like a poser compared to like Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah. Alrighty. Next.
Ooh, it appears you have cut out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what was that?
Did you or no?
I did.
I was just responding to what you said.
Oh, what was that you said before?
No.
Ah,
Yeah. I wasn't saying anything. I was just gonna ask you who's next on your list.
all right. Oh boy, we have spent a lot of time on the music segment.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna stop here and go into sports, and maybe we should make this a little quicker.
Yeah. I'll just do it. Yeah. I'll do it very quick. I'll just name a NFL game from the weekend. You say a comment. If it's not a surprise, we'll just move through it and yeah. Packers
Good.
beat Cardinals 24-21. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have his three top receivers.
I'm not surprised.
Got it. Panthers beat the Falcons. Don't think we have to talk about that. Bills beat the Dolphins. Don't think we have to talk about that. 49ers beat the Bears 33-22.
All right. I was actually surprised with that one. What about you?
I wasn't, too surprised because I do think, San Francisco has the talent to have a better record than 3-4. So, I mean, since they were, 2-4 coming off 3 straight losses, like I can understand, San Francisco getting that win because they would have been 2-5 if they didn't get it.
I guess. All right. Next game, please.
Steelers beat the Browns 15-10.
I wasn't actually impressed because Big Ben, like I said, you need to retire. You're old and bad at the game. But not to say that he can't still play a good game, and that's what they did. And Baker Mayfield was also injured the weeks leading up to the game, so.
Yeah, and people expected better than a 4-4 record at this moment, I believe, for the Cleveland Browns. So the Eagles beat the Lions 44-6. I don't think we have to talk really about that. The Titans beat the Colts 34-31, but the Derrick Henry news today.
Yes. Oh, how long is he out again?
I'm not sure, but I think Adam Schefter said it could be a season-ending injury, which is awful for Tennessee.
I have him on my fantasy team.
Yeah. And I see, of course, that Carson Wentz had an interception that kind of cost him the game. So
yeah, well, Carson Wentz is not the best.
No. And the Bengals, what are you doing? You had such a statement win against the Ravens, and then you lose 34-31 to the Jets. Cincinnati. Cincinnati.
What are you doing out there, Cincinnati? All right.
We don't need to talk about this. Rams beat the Texans 38-22. A huge win for our Patriots, 27-24 against the Chargers.
All right. That's all right. So,
do you still think the Pats stink and that they're worse than last year?
Yes.
All right.
Do I need to explain myself again?
Yes, you do, because I don't get why you think they're worse than last year.
All right. 1, the record. 2. All right. So, Our quarterback is better. I'll say that.
Okay.
Does that make you happy?
Yes.
But you know what I won't say? That we have a good. Our blockers are trash. Our defense is nothing too special, and I hate to say this, Bill. You either gotta fix up your team or get out of there.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't think people.
He drafted N'Keal Harry over A.J. Brown and D.K. Metcalf, Will.
And yet, Cam, he is leading his teams to wins last season with his quarterback throwing for like 75 yards. And by the way, before Newton got COVID, they were 2-1. He could have been the best coach in the league last season. What? It's the truth. I'm speaking the truth. Belichick's fine. He's doing fine. Look, they could have drafted better, but they get Mac Jones this year.
That's it's like his main job to get good people on his team, and he couldn't do that. Are you kidding me?
Well, I wasn't.
He drafted N'Keal Harry, the failure.
I get what you're saying about the draft, but I think his coaching job on the field is just fine. Couldn't have been more impressed with him last
Look
season.
at the record. Look at the record right now.
They're 4-4, but they could be better than that because they only lost by a bit to the Dolphins and to elite teams in Tampa Bay.
Just a loss. What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. I just think they still have a chance to be good this season, and they are better than last year. They're not going to finish.
Maybe they're better than last year. Maybe they're better than last year, but still, they're not a good team, and they weren't good last year either.
I think right now they are a solid football team, and they have a chance to keep getting better as the years go on.
All right.
I can't even listen to you anymore.
Next game, let's go.
No, don't need to talk about the Seahawks being the Jaguars 31-7. Broncos beat the Washington football team. Get a name, 17-10.
Yes, get a name.
The big win for the Saints. They beat Tampa Bay 36-27. Tampa Bay was down 23-7, but they come back. I'll be honest, after the Saints kicked that field goal to put them up, but they left Tampa Bay a minute and 44 left on the clock. I was thinking, but I think they've committed the cardinal sin of leaving Tom Brady too much time on the clock to march down the field and get a field goal. But no, throws an interception. They return that for a TD. Then he gets sacked a couple more times, and the game's over.
When that happened.
Of course you were.
I hate Tom Brady. I hate.
All right. I know people didn't hear last week's episode, but we had a supremely big argument about Tom Brady. Cam, he just used the word hate, and I still love him, and I'm cheering for him as much as I ever have.
Bandwagon.
So, what?
Bandwagon.
No, I am not a bandwagon fan. All right, whatever. Dallas beats the Vikings 20-16.
Okay, so
that's a big win for them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. You said it all right there.
Yeah, and look, I love trashing the Dallas Cowboys, picking at Michael Irvin for his comments to Stephen A. Smith on First Take, but look, I'll be honest. I'm not going to say anything bad about the Dallas Cowboys today because you go on the road without Dak and you beat solid to good Minnesota Vikings team. I mean, look, I've just got to bow down.
Wow, that's a surprise. Backup quarterbacks actually doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, Cooper Rush, 24 for 40, 325 yards and 2 TDs. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad, but Dallas is 6-1.
Yes.
And
wow.
Yeah. Any other things you want to say about you're happy that Tom Brady failed or any of that?
I'll just say I'm happy that Tom Brady failed.
Okay, so who do you think's gonna make the Super Bowl this Northern time?
I don't think I can say yet.
Yeah, I'm still waiting as well. Tampa Bay, I need to see them get their secondary back, and then I'll judge them, and then I'll just see what goes on with other teams. So
yeah, I was thinking the LA Rams at one point.
Yeah, they are a very good team. Yeah, I think they could make a nice run. A nice run.
Yeah. All right. So, anything else, Will?
No, that's it. We just disagree about Tom Brady in the
Oh,
past. But
would you like to
next
talk
thing.
about your Warriors game?
Oh, yes, I am so sorry. I'm going to make this, I'll try and make this quick. But on Saturday, me and my dad went to see the Golden State Warriors, who.
His home team.
Yes. Yes. We saw the Golden State Warriors at Chase Center in the Mission Bay area of San Francisco. And they played the Thunder, and they beat the Thunder by a lot. The Thunder did not play well. They just never seemed to really be able to score in the game. But putting the game aside, at about the start of the
story yet.
Okay, yeah, okay. At about the start of the fourth quarter, they bring out a dance cam and they tell the fans, they say, stand up and dance, and they put the camera on people and they show folks dancing around and just having a good time on a Saturday night and having fun during a sporting event, which is what you're supposed to do and what a sporting event is all about.
Yeah.
So I'm in the aisle seat, and the guy behind me, probably about in his 60s, had a cane with him. But I'm standing up, not totally dancing, but I'm standing up and moving around and just having a good time, which is what I'm supposed to do. But he, taps me on the shoulder and says something like, do you know that I can't see the court or anything while you're up and moving around like this?
Okay.
So
how did you respond to that?
Well, I just went, oh, okay. And then at the moment, because I was just still kind of taking in what he had just said.
Yeah, that's what I would do as well.
Yeah, I said, oh, okay. And then I sat down and he said, thank you. And I, told my dad what, he had said.
It's a little strange. I mean,
obviously,
I get what he's saying, kind of, but,
Kind of.
It's not like there's anything really to watch.
Yeah, exactly. And you're supposed to be standing up and dancing during a break. And by the way, during the entire game, I made a very conscious effort to make sure that everybody behind me could see. So it was like him totally backfiring on what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
But when my dad heard that, he was not happy. And a little bit later, he turned around and even took off his mask to talk to him and said, hold on, did you just tell my kid that he can't stand up and dance while there's a dance thing going on? And this guy just went into this whole boatload of gibberish. He's like, well, he's standing up and he's standing up all the time for more than 2 seconds, and I can't see the court or the screen. Let me sit down in front of you and stand up and block your view, and you tell me if you're having.
You know what you should have said? You know what you should have said? You should have said you can't stand up. You have a cane, pal.
Well, I did notice that he had a cane at that moment in time, but yes, that is a good point. But he was so rude and so ridiculous. And my dad, there was some swearing that went on.
Rightfully
just to put it. Yeah, but my dad just basically told them, "You're wrong. You are wrong." And also, this super nice guy sitting beside my dad turned around and said something like, "You're supposed to have fun. It's about having fun." Yeah. And then I don't know.
Why the heck was that guy there? If you want,
exactly. My dad told that guy later, well, if this is how he feels, then he should just stay home and watch the game on TV. But also, might have been his daughter, might have been his sister, might have been his wife, but whoever that guy was sitting with, she during the conversation, she was basically saying, "Stop it, stop it, stop it." She told him he was being an ass, and as the game went on, one time Otto Porter Jr. hit a three, and everybody's standing up and going crazy. And my dad turned around to him and just basically gave him a motion saying, you see, you're supposed to be standing up here. And then at one point, even though I didn't stand up, my dad stood up, and all these other people sitting in front of us stood up, and my dad said that he thinks they did it on purpose, and to me and said, "I love it," because they were all blocking his view. And cherry on the top, whoever he was sitting with made him leave with about 4 minutes to go. She was so nice. She came over, patted me on the knee, and said, "You enjoy your game. I'm sorry." She was so nice, made him leave, and I could stand up again and move on with my night. That is my story, Cam.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Anyway.
That's perfect. That's a great example of good people.
Exactly.
Oh,
just
beautiful.
Good people.
All right, we have to move on because we're short on time. All right. So, Will, I'd let you take it away with... No, it's actually my segment now, movie review.
Yeah, go ahead.
So today I'll be reviewing the movie War of the Worlds. It's a remake of the original movie, also called War of the Worlds. And this movie is a Steven Spielberg directed movie, came out in 2005. And Tom Cruise is also in it, so that's pretty cool.
Very nice.
And it was a good movie about aliens and death and stuff. And we lost power the other day, and it's about a world that is invaded by aliens, and there's like no power or anything. So when we lost power, it came back on. The whole town was kind of shut off. We even got to skip school for 2 days because of a storm. So we watched that, and I gotta say it was a great movie for that. And it really set a mood. So, it's definitely an intense movie. It's not for the lighthearted. But still, it's a great movie, and I really recommend it. It's a great action, suspenseful, has some cool sci-fi elements to it. It's good. Special effects are also amazing.
Yeah. Cool. So what grade would you give it? Seems like you'd give it something in the A range.
I'd give it a B+, actually.
B+. Got it. So, Tom Cruise, Steven Spielberg directing War of the Worlds. Very nice.
Yes. Great movie. Alright, so, Will, I believe it's time for Movie of the Week.
Alright, I'm going to actually, since you just named an actor by the name of Tom in Tom Cruise, I will do a movie with another actor by the name of Tom, but this time it's not Tom Cruise, but it's Tom Hanks. I saw this film. My dad showed it to me a few weeks ago. This is a younger Tom Cruise, but it's a film, a comedy that came out. Yeah.
Forrest Gump.
It actually wasn't Forrest Gump.
Really?
It was actually a film called Big. It came out in 1988.
I don't think I heard it.
I can read it to you. At a carnival, young Josh Baskin, Tom Hanks, wishes he was big, only to awake the next morning and discover he is.
Wow.
With the help of his friend Billy, Josh lands a job at a toy company, but the more he experiences being an adult, the more Josh longs for the simple joys of childhood. And that really is the great thing about this film, really making you see the joys of childhood. And Tom Hanks, I don't know exactly how old he was in this film, but, you know, it was a younger Tom Hanks having to play like a 30-year-old but with like a 12-year-old mind. And I thought he gave an excellent performance, and I would give this film an A.
Yeah, that's cool. I may have to give that a try, actually. Tom Hanks, of course, a legendary actor.
No doubt. Yeah, we were actually gonna watch Forrest Gump over the weekend when we were up at my grandparents' house in Clear Lake, but the power went off for a second, and then we were able to turn some lights back on, but we couldn't get we couldn't get the movie going on the TV, so we didn't see Forrest Gump. But I'll look forward to seeing that some other time, because that's obviously a classic Tom Hanks film, and this is kind of a classic young Tom Hanks film. Big.
Yeah, for sure. And now that you mentioned Tom Hanks, that reminds me of Toy Story, which reminds me, there's a spin-off Toy Story movie coming out.
Is there really? Cool.
It's called Lightyear. It's about Buzz.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm excited for that. It's actually a really cool premise. You guys should read about it.
But I may have to check that out. But
I think that does it for today's episode. Do you have anything else to add, Will?
Nothing much, Kim. Just check out Cam Fozzie's latest videos that he's put up on his YouTube channel, Fozzie, and his new Twisted Bones, I guess, show/podcast where they break down horror movies and shows and anything else that you want to promote about you.
I'm all good. What about you?
I have nothing else to say at the time, so have a great rest of your day, Cam and folks, and we'll see you next week.
All right, see you guys. Have a great day.